Hello everyone, my name is Victor. I live upstate New York, and I wanted to give you guys a quick review of my 2019 Harley Davidson Street Glide and the paint job that I got done by Quantico Harley Davidson in Dumfries, I think it's Dumfries, Virginia, and Chris Fox, was the actual painter. What I'll do is give you guys a quick look of it, turn around and I'll give you guys a background of how I met the guys, and then we'll go around and do a detail, and I'll give you my opinion of the bike or the paint job by the end of the review and let you know if I would recommend them to my friends and family. Okay guys, as I said, this is a 2019 Street Glide. It was midnight blue when I first bought it. I bought a second set of paint sets to it and had it paint done by Quantico Harley Davidson down in Dumfries. Background wise, I found Quantico Harley Davidson on the internet. They got a pretty good internet presence. They're in some of the chats, some of the forums, plus they have their own pages. They have a lot of custom made bikes, a lot of painted bikes, you know, engine work. It's Harley Davidson dealership, but they do custom work up in there. I reached out to the owner up there, his name is Ken, and asked him if the guys could do my second paint set for me. He said that he could do it. If I brought the paint set down to him, it would be roughly between $4,000 and $4,500 for the paint, somewhere in there. But they don't paint themselves. They have to commission out through different painters, a couple different painters. The guy that got my paint set was named Chris Fox. He has also a pretty good presence as well. He has a page as well. I guess he does some of the paint for a bunch of different other bikes, big bike companies out there. Check them both up out on the internet, guys. Quantico Custom Designs or Quantico Harley Davidson and Chris Fox. All right, that being said, I took my paint set down February 2021 to Quantico, gave it to Ken personally, and told him some of the stuff I wanted. He put me in connection with Chris Fox, and I reached out with Chris through text and told him some of the things I wanted to get done, the colors, that, and some of the designs that I was looking to get done. He said there would be no problem. He had some of his own ideals that he wanted to put in as well. It took to about maybe June to get done, and I picked the paint set up from Quantico. That lets us up to the review. The color on the paint is gunship gray, maroon, white. Pretty much everything that's done in those colors was done by Quantico or Chris Fox, whichever way you want to look at it. Inner fairing, tank, bags, tour pack, everything's done by them. Now, as far as my review, personally, I think they do really, really good work between the two, the collab. If you go down and look at Quantico's bikes down there, if you see some of those bikes, if they were done by Chris, they look really, really good. That being said, I think they have two standards. The standards that they put on their floors and the standards that they ship out to people. And I'll tell you why that is. I got my bike back, I put it together over the winter, and immediately the paint started chipping. I don't know how well that's gonna come out on the camera, but the paint didn't stick at all. I realized that within the first week of riding it. I said, oh boy, and I thought it was something I did wrong. But reaching out to other painters and talking to people around there, it was pretty much said the primer didn't stick, or the paint problem was it wasn't good a set of paints. So I reached back out to Ken and Chris Fox, talked to them about that, and basically what they said is to send the fairing back down to them, and they would repaint it. Being reluctant to send it down because it's already bike season up here in New York, you know, around March, April, and I didn't want them to be gone for another 4 months. I sent them out a brand new fairing, clean fairing, completely black, hadn't been painted, and asked them to do that one instead. I'll give you guys a quick look at the paint that came back from them 3 months later. I sent it down in March, got it back day after Father's Day in June. All right, this is the fairing that they sent back to me. I asked Chris to kind of make it close to the same colors I had on my tank. I wanted some grays, I wanted some maroons in it. He basically sent me back shiny black fairing. White and shiny black fairing. I don't know how well that's gonna come out, but it doesn't match anything on my paint set. He pretty much used the colors that he wants, and the worst part about it is the paint is already chipping, coming off already. I don't know how well that's going to come out. Let me see if I can. There you go. That's a good picture. Paint is already coming off without even putting the fairing on. That's just taking it out of the box. Now, I made a huge mistake of reaching back out to Harley Davidson, Ken, and Chris Fox about the situation. And Ken basically told me they don't paint in Quantico. They don't do that. He's just a middleman. Although he takes the money, he has the guy on contract, all of his bikes are done by him. They don't paint there. He doesn't warranty it. He basically told me, see Chris was too busy because he's got a lot of other stuff going on. He apologized for it and said basically he'll give me back $200, find somebody local to do it. If I could have had someone local to do it, I would have done that from the start. So he said go to a collision place and have them do it. I was too through. I said, nah, it costs me too much. You know, I'm gonna go out and find somewhere else, maybe Fair and Exchange or somebody else to do it. I paid too much money for this paint set just to have anybody just throw some paint on there when you can't even do it right, and you're supposed to. I paid you a ton of money for it. So to answer the question that I put out there, would I recommend them to any of my friends? No, not unless you really got a lot of patience and you don't care about customer service or anything. You just want the way the bike looks right now. Any problems, anything you got there, believe you me, you're on your own. Chris Fox is too busy. He's got bigger fish to fry, and basically Ken says he doesn't do that type of work. He's just a middleman. Owner of Harley Davidson is just the middleman. He takes the money, but he doesn't take any responsibility for it. That's what we're at with that, guys. I'm gonna leave it there. I'll try to give you an update once I get the inner fairing painted up right. I'm gonna try to look around. There's a couple guys around here that does the painting on the side. I'm going to talk to them, and I'm going to go down to Fair and Exchange, contact them, and see if maybe Fair and Exchange could do something for me, because I know they do really good work. I wish that I would have had this. I known this when I went up to Laconia, because Fair and Exchange was up there. $500, they would have exchanged it, no problem. Work done. Yeah, timing is everything. That's what they say. Anyway, I will try to keep you guys updated. I'll do an updated report or updated review once I get the inner fairing. But as far as Quantico goes and Chris Fox, proceed at your own caution. I can't recommend them. And another thing I would like to say, if anybody out there that has any type of similar or any type of experience with Quantico or Chris Fox, feel free to drop me a comment down there. Let me know what your experience with them are. Maybe I might not be alone. If I am alone, then I'm alone. But I can't believe that I'm so special that I'm the only one that's having this problem 2 times in a row with the exact same fairing. Anyway, guys, take care. Hit me up if you got any questions. All right, bye.